How are you guys having 7 friends, 5 friends, 10 friends? Where are you getting the energy to keep them? Like, we're living in a world where having a true friend, they're actually guys who don't have friends, because having a true friend is really hard nowadays. It's really hard. And especially girlfriends.
Everything's unfolding as it should.
Hey good people, welcome back to Freedom with FRIDAH. In case you're new here, hi, my name is FRIDAH Ngukku, and this is the best place for you to subscribe and join the family. Let's talk about a very sensitive part of our lives: friendships. I think friendships comes next to family after money. Money is very sensitive. People don't really want to talk about money. Literally, no one wants to talk about money. Followed by family. People are very sensitive when it comes to family. Then now friendships. Now let's talk about friendship. I was reading a book that is called Single Woman, and it got me so many ideas. It talks a lot about the single woman and the things that single women go through, and that got me thinking about my life and the friendships I've had. So at the age I am right now, I have very close friends, 3 of them, like very close friend. One is family. I don't know whether to call her close friend, but she is a close friend. She's my sister, Maureen. Then I have another Maureen who is a very close friend of mine, and then I have Yvonne. So those 3 very close to me. And as I was reading this book, it got me thinking about losing friends, knowing when to leave a friendship, or when a friendship has become toxic, knowing when you've outgrown a friendship, and just accepting. Because I think we have issues when we become friends with people and we commit onto it, and we've been friends for years. It becomes really very hard to just know that this has come to an end. It just needs to end and get moving. So I have 3 kind of friends. I don't have described them. One is Yvonne. Yvonne is this friend who we can laugh the whole night. We can talk about very, very deep secrets, very deep secrets. We can actually go clubbing with Yvonne and have fun. Like, Yvonne is this fun friend. Like, when you're around her, you'll experience a lot of fun, a lot of happiness, you will laugh a lot. She's that kind of friend. But also, she's also this kind of friend who, if you get to speak matters serious, she'll ask for advice from me. I'll ask for advice from her. She's actually younger than me. She's 4 years younger than me. When I was in 4th year, she was in 1st year. It's that serious. We would really talk a lot with Yvonne. And if you actually need to know more about my secrets, Yvonne and my sister can really sell me out. Those are 2 people who, wakiingia kwa grave, I'll ensure they are dead. Because they carry all my secrets. And we maintained friendship with Yvonne for 7 years now. And it's a friendship that I really hold so dear, because she really is a real friend. Really is a real friend. The second friend I have is Maureen. Now, Maureen is this calm, quiet friend. Actually, when you're at campus, people are like, you and Maureen, how are you even friends? Like, how are you people connected? Because me, I'm this person who talks. For her, she's just quiet. This is a good girl. Actually, people would have thought that if there's anyone who would just get married immediately after campus, it's me. But guess who got married? Maureen. So Maureen is now a married woman, and she has a beautiful family. She has 2 kids that I adore so much. She is this friend who will keep me in shape. Not in shape. She will listen to my struggles. She will listen to my... I think me and Maureen, somehow, I'm the one who really goes to her for advice more. Like, I'll talk to her and she will pray about it. I know Maureen is one person who... she will actually think about my troubles and really pray about it. She's one person who, after you've spoken about something and you're troubled, she'll come back and speak with me again. Like, how you doing? How is the progress? And all that kind of a thing. And She'll even ask for advice from other people, maybe the husband. I remember there's this time I was going through something that needed a male perspective, but I was just speaking to Maureen, not really with any intention, but she had asked the husband and came back and she was like, I'm really sorry, I shared your story with my husband, but I just thought I would have wanted to get the men's side of the story so I can share from a man perspective. And that made me realize that she actually thinks a lot about my troubles. So she's that friend. Also, she knows my secrets. She's not the person who will talk daily. Like Yvonne, I'll call right now and we will really talk, or Maureen, my sister. But she's one person when we talk, we really talk sense. Then have Maureen, my sister. Now for my sister, she is this person who will talk like 10 times in a day. Like if you go for 2 days, you're not spoken, we're like, wait, kwani hatujaongea? Like we talk a lot. We will talk about anything. We'll talk about some posts on Instagram. We'll talk about, like, we share literally everything. And she has been this close friend to me for a very long time. And as much as she's family, she's also a friend. Now the other side of Maureen, my sister, is there's nothing, I'm a very serious person when it comes to life. Like I take things seriously. I tend to overthink a lot. I tend to, things have to run a certain way. So she's one person who gives me the other side of life, like, hey, it doesn't have to be that serious. Like Maureen is one person you tell, hey, you know what, imagine her heart broken, my boyfriend just let me, is like, wait a minute, you're crying because you're single? Chick, move on. Wait a minute, chick, there's so many out here, just go and look for one. Like she just gives you that other side of life of, you don't have to be so serious, you know. So those are the 3 friends that I really hold dear to me, because they know all my secrets and I know they genuinely mean well for me. Now I've lost 3 friends in my entire life. Now let's talk about losing friends and moving on. In my whole entire life, I've lost 3 friends. One was very painful, and before I had 4 friends, like the 3 I've mentioned, and then her. Now for her, she was a little older than me. She was like 13 years older than me. So I used to get a lot of inspiration from her, learn from her experiences, take a lot of wisdom from, you know, she has lived like 13 years older than me. So she has a lot to offer. And at some point in 2018, she just left. That is one friendship that I lost, that I really struggled to let go, because I didn't know why she left, but I had to make peace with the fact that she's gone, and just realize maybe she had to grill me, you know. And also their friends are there for a season, so maybe she was just there for a season. We were friends for like 10 years, so for the 10 years maybe she was just there to teach me something, because like my reading culture and just getting to read more came from her. So maybe that's all I wanted to adapt, and that has become a really big part of my life, that has really changed my thinking and my life. So maybe that was the reason she was in my life. And as much as it was really hard to just say, you know what, I let go, because I didn't really know the real reason why she left, it was the best thing that maybe happened to my life, because maybe we would be enemies. Right now we are not enemies, we don't talk, but she's a big part of my life. She has been a big part of my life. And losing friends sometimes can be hard, can be painful, but the best thing that could maybe happen to you. So I realized that there are 4 reasons why you'd lose a friend. 1, maybe they've become toxic. Like they no longer appreciate your they no longer acknowledge your growth. They no longer, you know, congratulate you. They're not there to cheer you up when you're growing. So you're like, there's not, something is wrong. Maybe you have grown, you're doing better than them, and now they're like, I don't like this. Or maybe you've outgrown them, like you used to share this journey and now you're on another journey, and you're like, we don't share the same values. Okay, you don't share the same values. Like if you had a friend who only thing you did is go to the club, and now you no longer go to club, now you have nothing really common to share with that friend. So maybe you've just outgrown them. The other reason you could lose a friend is because you are there for a season. They were there to teach you a lesson, or maybe they were in your life to introduce you to something better. You see, they were in your life to introduce you to maybe someone else, maybe your spouse, maybe your boyfriend, maybe your career, maybe your passion, maybe a dream. They're just people who are in your life as a friend for a season to introduce you to something better. And then there are friends who have been friends and then they turn out toxic. Like, you realize they've been doing things you can't take, and you've been working with them through that journey, and they just don't seem to understand it. And the more you keep helping them, the more you get drained. So there's this friend I lost because she was that friend who got to a point where she entangled herself with so many bullshit. And I was there helping, there always, there trying to help, there trying to train me. For me, I was a really true friend. For her, she wasn't. And it got to a point I just had to let go and be like, you know what, I have really tried to help you, but I'm not really going to fix you. You gotta fix yourself. So it gets to that point where you lose friends, because if you continue with them, you're gonna get drained. Like, you're gonna lose yourself in the process. So be very careful before you get there trying to help a friend or trying to be there for a friend. There's a stage you get to just like, you know what, I have done my best. I think the other part, you need to either get someone else to help you, or you just need to just get your shit together. There are people who just don't want to grow. So that is one friend who I lost, and I never felt anything because I think I done my best. And so if you get to that point where you cannot trust your friend anymore, please leave. Because a friend is someone who you run to, is someone who you share a lot with. So if you can't trust them, then just leave. So that one, I did not even feel a thing saying, you know what, bullshit, enough. The other friend I lost, I think last year. I don't know whether I lost her or we just got to a point where we are not connecting. But I realized she's this friend who, if I do well, she'll acknowledge that I'm doing okay. But then that congratulation will come with a but. She's always trying to tell me that you're not doing good in this area you're supposed to. She's just, either she doesn't know how to put it, or she just doesn't want me to know I am doing okay in certain areas. So I felt that kind of negative energy every time we talk about something. You're good at this, but like I got monetized usually. Like, congratulations, now you really need to look for content. Why don't you just say congratulations and let's stick to that for now? You can talk about the but later. So somehow we just dropped each other, just like that, and that is it. But I have learned in life that it's okay to outgrow friends, and it's okay for people to outgrow you as their friend. Like this friend of mine, the first one, just outgrew me, and she just went. So you also need to accept that people might get to a certain stage in life and just outgrow you. It doesn't mean they're evil. It doesn't mean they're bad. It just means they just don't want you in their life, and that's perfectly okay. And also you need to know when to say, hey, enough of this, and just leave. So yeah, their friends that are there to stay. There are friends that are there for a reason, and their friends that are there for a season. Know the differences. Know the friends that are there to stay. Know the friends that are there for a season, and know the friends that are there for a reason. It doesn't matter how long the friendship has been. If it becomes toxic, you need to grab the reason, the season, and just appreciate it and move on. Let me know in the comment section below, what experiences have you had with friendships? Have you lost some? Have you gained friends that have been there in your life for a very long time? I'm blessed to have friends who've been in my life for a very long time, and friends I trust, I love so much, and I can actually fight for. Friends I can be like, no. So thank you, Maureen. Thank you, my sis, and thank you, Yvonne, for being good friends. Stay positive, stay focused, and always speak well of yourself. And until next time, bye.